Question 5. I call on the Honourable Member for Arbory, Castletown, Malew, Mr Moorhouse.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. I would like to ask the Minister for Infrastructure what the Department's policy is for the maintenance and improvement of houses they have constructed in the last 10 years.
Call on the Minister for Infrastructure to reply.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. I'd like to thank the Honourable Member for Arbory, Castletown and Malew for this question. I can confirm that all of the Department's public sector homes for rent are the subject of regular stock condition reviews, with older stock being given the most scrutiny in terms of investment needs. Any everyday operational maintenance requirements, such as i.e. reactive maintenance, are demand-led through tenants reporting faults as and when they occur. This reactive maintenance activity, when combined with the planned cyclical and day-to-day asset management requirements, such as gas boiler servicing or repairs identified in relation to stock turnover between tenants, forms the maintenance policy for all the Department's stock, regardless of age. Should there be more significant repairs identified on newer stock, this will be investigated to ascertain if they are latent defects, contractor liabilities, or, in the case of certain first-time buyer homes, whether NHBC warranties apply. Finally, for programmed repairs and maintenance, the Department uses whole-life costing and cyclical replacement frameworks for items such as heating systems, window and door renewals and roof works. These are planned over the projected lifespan of a property. They're collated into future investment programmes and accounted for financially within the Department's 5-year capital programme, which is in turn also subject to annual review. Thank you.
Supplementary question, Mr Moorhouse.
Thank you, Mr Speaker, and thank you, Minister. In terms of the current programme, it's interesting that there's the emphasis on the older property. Some of the properties, such as those on Janet's Corner, which are almost 10 years old, are starting to look rather tired. When will updates take place to ensure they actually are returned to the premier standard that they were quite recently? Because that was a huge investment in the south and they're very visible when passing those houses in that estate. Thank you.
To reply.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. We do have plans for some of the properties on Janet's Corner, as some are now older than 10 years old, and the Honourable member for the area has indicated in his view that the exteriors are starting to look tired. Maybe some elements of day-to-day maintenance, cleaning, etc. But looking more widely, the plans for the estate include a rolling programme of capital works which is planned. Those include exterior decoration and replacement of the timber fencing around the older houses. Because it represents quite a significant capital outlay, the programme has been divided into 2 separate contracts for improvement. The first is currently out to tender via the government portal, and the Department anticipates finishing the works on stage 1 within this current financial year, and the second half of the improvements are planned for next year's budget, and those are known as Janet's Corner refurbishment, phase 1 and 2, which are both in the active capital programme.
Supplementary question, Mr Hooper.
Thank you very much, Mr Speaker. I wonder if the Minister would be able to comment on whether or not the Department of Infrastructure's housing stock applies the same maintenance allowances in terms of budgetary spend that is applied to local authorities. So local authorities obviously are restricted as to the amount of money that the Department will provide them to help maintain their properties. I'm wondering if similar restrictions are in place for the Department itself.
Minister to reply.
The Honourable Member talked about the words restrictions. I presume is referring to the allowances that are built into rent payments. I'm quite happy to come back and respond to you fully with detail of the financial aspects of the Department's maintenance programme in that respect.